Hello! So I thought I would start a blog here. I originally didn't have plans to start a blog or do a blog this week. I had other videos planned. I feel a little inspired. Now, last week I didn't blog in terms of picking up the camera. I do have a video that's going up, but didn't blog what I did last week. It was my little sister's birthday as well as my grandma's birthday, so I wanted to take some time to spend with family and celebrate that, as well as I wasn't feeling the greatest. I had some good days, I had some bad days in terms of mental health. I am still chugging along. I do feel a tad bit better than last week. I think last week I just was having a hard time processing. I was very, very overwhelmed. Don't feel 100% like I said, but I feel better. So I thought I would get started with a new blog. Now, before we continue, let me go ahead and introduce myself. Hi, my name is Brenda. I am a 30-something that works and lives here in sunny and bright San Francisco. And usually on my channel, I post blogs about how I'm navigating life in my 30s, and every now and then I might sprinkle in a DIY or a makeup tutorial, or at least I did in the past. And it seems like more recently I've just been doing more videos just sharing my YouTube journey, so I'll link them up. You can check those out. We are gonna do a little bloggy here. Mostly I wanted to focus on getting my life back together. I feel like I'm constantly trying to get things together and I never get things together, but I found my planner from last year. Fortunately, I bought one of those planners where you plug in the dates, because I knew I'm one of those people, I don't know what happens, but I give up on a planner like halfway through the year and it feels like such a waste of paper. So I bought the one where you plug it in, and last year I stopped in July. So I have a few more pages that I can fill up. I decided to finally bring that back out because I felt that when I was using my planner, I felt a little more organized. You know, my thoughts were all in one place. I would prioritize work and be able to prioritize things at home, and it just felt like a good balance. Even when I wasn't able to get to everything, it just like, it was there, you know, on paper, and I was able to see what needed to be done. I also was laughing because I put in there like my YouTube schedule, which took me a long time to commit to. I was like not very consistent at posting at the beginning. Now this year I do want to forewarn, usually my posting date was a Wednesday, but I am thinking of changing it. So I'm gonna be testing out a few days to see what days and what times work best. I don't know if the time that I have right now is like the best time to post blogs. But yeah, so we wanna get life together. I also wanna do things that make me happy. One of those things is it'll be nice to spend some time in the kitchen and, you know, making a meal. So I saved 2 recipes that I've never tried before, and they include ingredients that I don't often use, so it's gonna be an exciting time. But yeah, so that's what we've been up to. My camera's about to die, but let's go ahead and continue with this vlog. Cannot see myself in the viewfinder because I am nearsighted, so I can't see far away very well, but you know, up close, crystal clear. Anywho, I was just gonna jump into something a little cozy, like little vibey, but before we do that, I wanna show you some of the stuff I got for Christmas. So this is a gift from Nicole, and trying to make sure that there's nothing in there that would get me, you know, in trouble, but she got me these dino cutters, little cookie cutters, and I put them in this hat just to hold. Let me take them out. I need to hide that one. I'm gonna get in trouble for that one. We now have our very own chef hat. which will probably fit better if I were to take off my little clip. Okay, and you know, just in case you wanted to find me on YouTube, on TikTok, that is a name. Nicole also got me this, which is an apron. How exciting. Obviously green, my favorite color. And boom, I am all ready. And this is where you can find me on Instagram. We're all brand up. I don't know if I'll keep the hat on for the whole segment. I think maybe I should start like a cooking segment. Not that I'm a good cook, but like, you know how they have Nailed It? Like my own at-home version of Nailed It. And now let's get a little more serious. I did buy ingredients to make 2 recipes. However, I am leaning towards one simply because of what I'm thinking is going to expire first. The recipe I'm going to be doing today is a barbecue salmon curry with mango avocado salsa. And tomorrow I do plan on, my job has a lemon tree and I do plan on getting more lemons because I had to buy one, but I could get them for free at work. So that's on my to-do list. I'm gonna turn the lights down low, you know, just get into the cozy vibes of cooking. I'm gonna take this hat off so you can take me more seriously. I have switched into my pajamas. I was wearing a tight and skirt and I've been enjoying that look, but the tights were really like, the waistband was one of those that slowly throughout the day just starts digging and digging and digging into your waist. So had to take that off immediately when I got home, but we just got a special delivery. We got our second Ollie box, not sponsored at all. Just wanted to share in case there's other fellow dog parents out there who are thinking about changing their dog's diet, trying out something like Ollie or Farmers. I personally, there's reasons why I chose Ollie and there's things I like about Ollie, and the one thing I don't like is the price tag. Chewbecky got sick back in November. I mentioned it in my blogs, and when we went to the veterinarian, her prescription diet. And so the prescription diet is more expensive than the bag of kibbles I used to get for her. And that's considering that I used to get her like good kibbles. Like it wasn't like I was getting her the cheapest brand. I was getting her grain-free, chicken-free kibbles because when she was a puppy, I was told that she had a chicken allergy. It's not severe. In the past, I had looked into starting her on the Farmers diet or whatever. But what I found was that even though I did the quiz and everything, they were suggesting a recipe that had chicken in it, even though I had specified Chewbecky has a chicken allergy. Kind of one of the reasons I went over to Ollie. It was all over my Instagram. They also gave like a free container with like a scooper and a bowl, and it's so cute. And it does stay frozen for a while, I will give it that. Last time when I came, I literally was burning my fingers from how cold the food was. Like before I could put it in the fridge, like my fingertips were just like, you know, getting stuck to it. And then the one thing that I really love about it is that they put your dog's name, so it's not just addressed to me. It's like Brenda and Chewbecky Falcon, and it is, I love seeing her name like that. Like when they put her first and her last name, I'm just like, it's comical to me. I'm like, that is the funniest name for a dog because first of all, Chewbecky. Second of all, Falcon. Like a dog with the last name of a bird. Just, to me, it's hilarious. Becky seems to be reacting really well. I've been trying to clear my throat and there's nothing there. It's just, my throat is just, I don't know. But I have my candles on. I am getting ready to take a shower. Now, I think in the video that I'm posting this week, I shared that my light in my bathroom went out, and it's been out since then. By the time that this video goes up, hopefully we have a new light. But I did have to contact management. It redirected me to the resident manager. Resident manager came in, they took a look. Turns out it was not one of those light bulb things, even though it looks like it's one of those. It's an LED light. I've never had one of these. And so then management reached out to me, and I spoke to them today. And unfortunately, I have a busy schedule, and then they had a schedule that just overlapped. So on Monday they're coming in, and the guy informed me that it is an LED light, and that when this type of LED light goes out, they have to essentially replace the whole light. And so he wants to replace it with something that uses a light bulb. That way, when it goes out, I just have a light bulb to change. I'm gonna have to deal with this for a few more days. So this is what I've been doing. Best case scenario, I take a shower when there's daylight outside. But because I am going in the office, and in the morning, the sun doesn't rise until like 7:30, and I have to be in the office by like 9. I can't wait until the sun starts rising for me to take a shower. So I gotta do it in the dark. So I either choose to do it in the dark at night or do it in the dark in the morning. And I am choosing nighttime because I am afraid that I'll forget to turn off the candles. That's what we're dealing with. And again, I'm sorry for my voice. It's just, I just ate, and for whatever reason, just a cough. I do leave this door open just so I can get the light from the hallway. The light from the hallway helps if you're on the toilet, but not when you're in the shower, because the wall right here, it gives all the shadow, and the actual shower head is over here, so it's not that helpful. But we have this. This is what we've been doing. It is Friday morning, and I gotta go to work. I gotta go into the office today. But it is our first rain in a while. It's surprisingly raining. Unfortunately for me, I mean, fortunately and unfortunately, my dog is one of those dogs that doesn't care about weather phenomenons. Like, that isn't gonna stop her from wanting to go on a walk and from being on the walk. Like, she will walk like it's a normal day, like it's sunshine and rainbows outside. Like, it could be pouring and she's still wanting to sniff every single corner of every single block, which can be annoying. Also, my eye is like, this eye just keeps tearing up, and I'm not wearing my waterproof makeup. I'm wearing waterproof mascara and waterproof eyeliner, but not like water resistant foundation and concealer. So it's gonna break apart. I'm gonna probably end up with like a giant dot. I already tried to clean it up and it didn't work out too well. I'm gonna have to take the bus to work because there's no way I'm walking there. This is gonna be the last day of the vlog. Hello, it is Friday night. It is freezing in the city. It is also raining, or it was raining. I think it has finally calmed down. I got back a while ago. I took Becky out. She's already been fed. And then I decided to come over here with a little break, a little grapes that are so like crunchy. I don't like mushy, so like just like it's crunchy and it's sweet. I was reading a short story. There's this book that I have enjoyed, and it was a series, you know, one of those series where like one book focuses on one family member and the next one focuses on a different family member. It's been like 3 years that the author has been saying that she's going to release her next book, and there hasn't been one. But I discovered today, and I didn't know that she had done a short story. I think I am on a little bit of a reading wind, so because it's so cold, I'm like, I should just go and eat something and then maybe curl up in bed and continue reading Bridgerton. I did start the second book. I haven't made it too far into it, and it's not because the book is bad. I just have been struggling to read, and overall, I mean, I've been on struggle street. I'm very tired. It was a very fun-filled day, I guess. I mentioned before that I work in the legal world. I'm a paralegal, and today we had one of our team meetings, and one of the attorneys actually shared, since I've been at this job, I bumped into mediators from like my last job that we worked in. Same thing for like opposing counsels that I've worked with in the past. I even bumped into paperwork that we've had from like years ago, from when one of the attorneys I used to work with was working for a different company, and he had represented the defendant in the case. And I was like, wow, this is such a like small world. And today it became even smaller because my coworker was sharing that she needed to pick someone's mind about a certain type of law for a certain client that we have, and that client has a different case with a different attorney. So she wanted to pick that other attorney's brain, and she got connected to him, and she mentioned his name, and I was like, so and so, and she's like, yeah, and I was like, from Oakland, and she's like, yeah, and I was like, from such and such place, and she was like, yeah, and I was like, oh my gosh, that was my boss. And everybody was like, what, that was your boss? I was like, no, literally, like, I'm like, that was my boss. Like, what? Like, such a small world. I'm pretty sure he isn't aware that he was talking to someone I work with, because when I left the other job, I did briefly kind of mention, well, when I left, I didn't mention where I was leaving to, but it was afterwards when I got to talk to him that I was like, yeah, I'm working at this such and such place. And he was like, oh, cool, never heard of them, but that's great. And that was like it for the conversation. And he's not one of those people that remembers information like that. Like when it comes to like people, he's very smart legally, which I told her, I was like, it's great you got to pick his brain because he knows a lot of stuff. Like he's a very smart guy. He is very nice. He's a very nice guy. The issue was not him. When I left the job, there was other issues. I will say I've been very lucky that, I mean, nice guy. My current job, good people as well. I know people say like don't befriend your coworkers, but it's kind of hard to not befriend people when you work at a place where that's the culture that they try to cultivate for you to become buddies, I guess, or like everybody has similar interests, just a bunch of dorks that work together. I just wanted to make this vlog and kind of share and kind of hold myself accountable to try and make myself feel better. And have I always succeeded? No. It's been ups and downs, and it's been a very, very rough time. And I have my moments where I'm like, yay, life is good. And then my moments where I'm like, life absolutely sucks. Like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I absolutely hate it. And it's just so many, it comes in flows. Also trying to practice more gratefulness, because I know that I had been slacking on it, and starting that up again of trying to take moments in my day to soak up things and be grateful. With all of that, I thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, I would appreciate it if you liked and or comment. I always like interacting with you in the comments. It's like a very exciting time for me to get to interact with people. It's been really fun, and you know, also would appreciate if you like the video, or you know, if you checked out my other videos and you like those videos, to subscribe. That way you stay tuned with the next video that I might release. I am currently testing out different times, so I'm not consistent as in like expect me on this day at this time, but I am consistently posting every week. I will catch you in the next one.